just being placed in. Extreme Carnage, Trip the Aces, Sandy Flash, Strickland, Bound After Gold, and Shiny Nose goes in. Drop the Leash, the favourite from box 1. About to go here at Wagga, set for a start. Drop the Leash, the favourite. They're ready, set, and the racing. Drop the Leash began very quickly on the inside, going out very fast now is Trip Aces. So Trip Aces gets to the lead as they lead the straight. Getting up on the inside is Bound After Gold, and the favourites back on the inside. Drop the Leash in fourth, going around them quickly. Shiny Nose there, followed 6 lengths to Strickland. At the head of the others, Sandy Flash, and a long way back, Extreme Carnage. Coming to the turn, it's Trip Aces the leader. Getting up on the, oh, he got checked there. The favourite dropped the Leash. He had to jump dogs in the straight, though out wide. Trip the Aces in front. He's driving it at the favourite. Oh, golly. Oh, it's hard to call here. Trip Aces and Drop the Leash. They've come to the line in perfect unison virtually. They were all very, very close. We'll stand by here. It's very, very close. They were being followed behind those runners. Then over the line was a Sandy Flash. Bound After Gold is right up there with them in a thrilling finish. Extreme Carnage was a fair way back in the field. Has finished a long way back. We'll stand by here. Numbers not up yet. It's very, very close. Trip Aces was in front. Drop the Leash was charging at it on the inside with a magnificent run. And just behind those were Bound for Gold and Shiny Nose. Just stand by. It's really close here. Really close. The favourites absolutely jumped out of the ground. It generally favours the outside dog. Oh, it's too close to have a go at it. It's really close. Trip Aces and Drop the Leash. There's nothing in it. Drop the Leash would have won for sure, but he had to jump a dog on the turn into the straight. He was in third placing. Shiny Nose was there with Drop the Leash, and also Trip Ace was in front at that stage. And we're just waiting for this number to come up. It is desperately close. He was finishing like a train, Drop the Leash, and Trip Aces was out off the track. It's extremely close. Number 3 gets it, Trip Aces on the outside. And number 1, Drop the Leash is second, and Nose the winning margin. 3 defeats 1. 8 was third, a Shiny Nose. 3-1-8. 3-1-8. And number 6, Strickland, has got into fourth placing. It's 3-1-8 and 6 and 30 and 70. And a terribly exciting race. Trip Aces was in front everywhere. And on the post, Drop the Leash made a diving dash at it. It was extremely close. And Nose separated them. But he did have to jump a dog. He jumped to Shiny Nose, went across the back of him on the turn, and it's cost him the race. Drop the Leash. 3-1, 3-1-8 and 6 are the numbers, and 30 and 70. It's all clear, would you note? 3-1-8 and 6, it's all clear. 30 and 70, a Nose by 1. It's all clear at Wagga. 3-1-8 and 6, 30 and 70. Okay, that's a race of sensation there. Trip Ace is just hanging on to defeat Drop the Leash, and 8 was third, Shiny Nose, just ahead of 6, Strickland. It was 3, 1, 8 and 6 and 30 and 70. And what a thrilling race. The favourite there dropped the leash, just had to jump the back of Shiny Nose coming to the turn where Trip Aces had a good break on them. But in the real thrilling last few moments, he really dived, dropped the leash, and only scored by a nose, Trip Aces. It was a terrific